Hey YouTube, Mick here.
Right, I want to do a quick vid on another bag option for a full-on day hike slash hunting hike. Now this bag here is a Stony Creek bag. I've had it for a long time. This was the bag I was carrying in my four-wheel drive as a everyday kind of car carry bag. I've opted to take it out and repack it because I was just finding that I really didn't have a bag big enough and light and I guess comfortable enough to take out for a full day for a hike or a hunting hike. I did have the 511 Moab 10, but after testing it, it did kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable because it was packed out too much, and because of the one sling over whatever side of the body you want, it just wasn't comfortable, and it was actually pretty annoying. So I've opted to go with this pack, and I'll quickly show you what's in here and what I would carry on a day hunt slash day hike bag. But before I get into this bag, let me just maybe go through some of the accessories that I may take with me. So I'll put that on the floor there. Firstly, what would be on my person? Definitely my knife, being the Kisler T1. I love this knife. It is an excellent knife, a 5-inch blade, full tang, sharp as shaving hair sharp. I've got my fire still connected on the sheath. It is just a great knife, and it's proving to be my preferred carry at the moment, just due to me having this knife. I mean, I don't have any more expensive knives than this that's 5 inches long. It's full tang. I don't have any really other 5-inch blades that are full tang like this, and at the moment it is a great knife, and it is sharp as, and it keeps a really good edge. So that's my preferred carry when I'm out in the bush for a day hike, overnighter, whatever it may be. That's always on my side. And next thing is my PSK. And the PSK is just simply a fire kit, bit of fishing gear in there, a whistle, a mirror, you know, just a spare backup, a Swiss Army knife, you know, some water purification tablets, and a Ziploc bag, and I mean more so. There's a few more things in here, but essentially that's my fire kit, and very minor first aid, being band-aids. So these two items would always be on my side, okay? Always on my side. Options would be my newly purchased Ontario RD7. Okay, has a big blade knife in regards to maybe if I had to chop or baton or whatever. The Kisler T1 is very capable of batoning, but I may wear this, or may put this in the bag as a larger tool. So okay, that's another option that I may take with me. And in this pocket I've got another Swiss Army knife, a sharpener, some Allen keys for the scales, and I can't remember some other stuff in there. Alright, so that's another option. Another option may be the tomahawk. I might slide that down my belt, or put that in my pack. You know, it'll stick out maybe about that much out of the pack, but it's all good, it will stay in there. So I may opt to take the tomahawk, I don't know. It just depends on the day. A couple of more things that I may bring in regards to cooking is just a little gas cylinder and my stove that screws onto the gas cylinder. You know, it doesn't weigh much, and yeah, that may come in the pack with me. I don't know. You know, it depends if I want to cook off a fire or I want to quickly do a quick thing with these things. So that's another option. So they're kind of couple of accessories that that may come with a bag. I'll try and make this video quick, guys. Alright, so my philosophy is that you know, I've got my scout bag, which you've seen a video on that, and it's purely for a scout. You know, a scout, a quick 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour maybe scout around the bush. And I've got the essentials in that scout bag. But if I'm going for a full on day, I want to be comfortable to know that if I did get stuck out there overnighter, worst case 2 nights, I've got something that has all the gear I need to survive for those 1 night or 2 nights. So firstly, in this top pocket here, I've got some medical gear. So firstly, I've got some cotton wool balls with some Dettol, being antiseptic. I've got some dental floss, just because it's light and it's easy to carry, and dental floss can be used for cordage also. I've got, you know, some performing bandages here. Packets open. Another bandage there. Another bandage there. You know, I like carrying that stuff because, you know, you can get cut very easy, you can scrape yourself or whatever. I've got the Bear Grylls little survival guide, just because, in case I have a brain fart and I can't remember anything. I've got an emergency blanket in there. I've got some sugar and some tea in there. I've got the good old courier satchel. I've done videos on that before. And I've got a spare poncho. Not for me, but just for my son or my daughter or whoever I may be with that doesn't have a poncho. That's there for them. So yeah, this top pocket is basically dedicated to, I guess, a little bit of medical and so forth. A bit of energy, the tea, the Dettol, which is very important in case you cut yourself and you may get an infection. You don't want that out in the bush, so that's what that pocket's dedicated to. The front pocket here has some key items. Now, I've been trying to keep this bag simple, and definitely the 5 C's, which I definitely have in this bag, but you know, I've probably got 10 C's in there plus, and a lot of it's more comfort items. So the first C is basically fire. That's my fire kit. I'll just go through the first 5 C's, to be honest, before I show you everything else. So I've got fire being the first C. I've got a cutting tool being the second C. I have my tarp being cover being the third C. I have cordage being the 4th C. And I have a container, stainless steel container, being the 5th C. Okay? So I've got the 5 C's covered right there. Everything else is comfort items. I have a needle and thread sewing kit with some duct tape. Okay? Comfort item. I have a handy crepe being a snake bite kit. I wouldn't class it as a comfort item, I'd class it as an essential item, being in Australia, being that we have a lot of deadly snakes, so that is essential. So in Australia, I would class it, you'd have 6 C's, being all the 5 C's plus a snake bite kit. I really should have 2 of them, but I got 1. But, you know, 1's better than none, so anyway. Just a spare open or knife here. And just these little paper clips, which I don't know why I've got in there, but I'm sure I'll find a reason for it. A tube of wax, my Leatherman Wave, yeah, very useful, and a basic medical kit. Okay, so that's in the first pocket there. The rest is pretty simple. I've got a backup knife, being the Buck 119. Great knife. I've had it for over 20 years or 15 years, whatever it is. Never let me down, and it's a great lightweight knife to have in your bag. I've got a, I guess a kind of shemag, but it's a kind of a camo, kind of netty kind of shemag, so that's always with me. Keep me warm, soak it in water, keep me cool, whatever. I've got my compass. I've got a bodgy fold out saw, but nonetheless it's a saw, so it'll do the job. I have a fishing kit here, just in case I want to pull over and do some fishing. I have some cable ties. Definitely do have a good pair of leather gloves, and leather gloves I have to say. Good pair of leather gloves, need those. I've got a little sharpener system there just to touch up the blades. I've got some spare fishing line. I've got this little hook thing to, basically grab my stainless steel bottle and use as a hanger to boil any water. Okay, I've got two little CB radios. Now, when I go hunting, I don't go by myself. I never ever go hunting by myself. I'm always with someone. Okay, so the most important thing when you're going hunting is when you split up, you need some comms. You need some communication. These things are good for 3 kilometres. We would never split up more than 100 metres apart from each other, but we've got communication. Just to say, Nick, I'm over here, I'm over there, I've seen some pigs or seen some game, it's 12 o'clock towards me, blah blah blah. Communications is the key. If I fall into a ravine or sprain my ankle or whatever, I've got comms with my buddy when I'm hunting, so these two things are essential. I need to carry some more spare batteries with it. That's one thing I don't have, but communications is the key. And these things don't cost much. Probably $40 for the pair. And then I've got a decent poncho, very very thick, not too heavy, but it's a very very good quality poncho to keep the rain off me. It's a shelter in itself, but poncho, key element. I've been hunting and I've been stuck out in the rain, and it ain't fun. So, and lastly, just another little bit of fishing kit here. So basically they're my items in my bag. This pack is very very comfy. I actually had to add like a plastic board to the back here because things were protruding through into my back and I could feel it, but with this board here, I'm not sure if you can see that in the light, that board there, it protects my back from anything sticking into it, and it can double up as a cutting board if you're processing game or whatever. So these are my key items that I take in my day hike bag / hunting bag. This bag is dedicated to a little bit of hunting. It's got some I guess webbing there where you can put some ammo there, but not that I use it, but anyway, box of 20 bullets in the pack, plus the ammo in my gun, plus the ammo in my stock. 40 rounds of ammo is more than enough to go hunting with. This pack does have straps down the bottom here, so if it is cold and you got a jacket on, you want to take it off, instead of shoving it in the bag, you just strap the jacket down there and you'll be right. So yeah, I've pretty keen on this bag, and I'm very keen to test it out. So yeah, that's my simple day hike bag / hunting bag. I did take this out the other day when I was out in the bush with my boy and my family. and me and my boy went down to the creek or the river to catch some fish. I'm still trying to upload the videos, to be honest. I'm just having problems with my computer, but hopefully that will be fixed in the next few days. But yeah, so that's my pack. Very simple. I try to keep it simple, but being Mick, being me, I just keep thinking what if, and because of that mentality, I've packed it out a little bit more. But to be honest, it doesn't weigh nothing, man. This thing is so comfy in my back. I don't even feel it on my back, and yeah, I think I've got everything covered for me to survive a night, even 2 nights. As long as I had some food and I had water, you know, I'll be right. So yeah, that's it, fellas. So I'm not going to let this video go any longer than this. It's nearly 16 minutes. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some bit of an idea of this. Please comment, please subscribe, please let me know, should I add anything more, or should I just take certain things out? I don't know. But you know, Dave Cranberry explains the 5 C's. I'm going to go one step further. 6 C's is exactly what you need. And you know the 5 C's, but the 6th C for me, being in Australia, is a friggin' snake bite kit. A snake bite wrap. Something to wrap yourself up to give you that extra hour or 2 hours of life to get some help. Because snakes and spiders are a big problem in Australia. So that's me, fellas. Cheers. Have a good night.